Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Josh here. I think we have an exciting video today for you. So what are we going to get into today? Well, we are finally going to clean up that giant mess that I have left for far too long. I mean, I'm talking a couple months, and what I'm talking about is this. And so this is a fully grown colony, fully developed colony that has taken residence under one of the Langstroths. Now, let's talk a little bit about this. Number one, why are they there? I have no idea. If you've watched my What a Mess 1.0 and What a Mess 2.0 videos, it's the same thing happening. So why are colonies developing and building underneath this one particular hive? I have no idea why. Do I know what happened? Nope, don't have a clue. Do I have a theory? Sure. I have no idea if it's right or not. What I suspect is, and that the colony above is queen right. And I will show you in this video, we will do an inspection of the above colony, and I will even show you the queen that's in there laying. So what I think happened was, a few months ago, that colony swarmed. So the queen left, half the bees left. And then what I suspect happened is that they raised a new queen. That virgin went out on her mating flights, got mated, came back to the colony and undershot the landing. Went underneath the hive. Well, sometimes they call it like a mating flight crew. There's a bunch of bees that sometimes accompany the queen on her mating flights. I think a lot of the foraging bees and other bees and maybe the bees that accompanied her eventually smelled her underneath and started building up underneath, okay? And eventually, because the lazy beekeeper here that left them, walked by them numerous times and was like, I'll get to that mess later, they started building comb. And that queen started laying. And so that became their permanent residence underneath that colony. Now that is a screen bottom board. So what happened to the bees that are inside? I just said that there's a laying queen in there. Well, perhaps her queen pheromone wasn't as strong coming through that screen with that void space below and into the frames. So the colony once again thought that it was queenless. So they raised virgin queens again. Well, that virgin went out on her mating flights. And then she came back and made the correct landing, right? And so she went in and started laying. And so now you've got two queens, you've got two different colonies, and Josh has a giant mess on his hands due to his own fault. So what did I do about it? Well, I went out and bought an Everything Bee Vac, and that's what this is. And so I bought this with my own money. It was invented, I believe Tony is an engineer, by a man named Tony. I believe his website is All My Bees. It's either .com or something like that. I'll put a link down in the description. But he invented this portable bee vac. So there's other bee vacuums on the market. I can't think of the name of the one right now that has the vacuum sitting on top. And it fits on top of a Langstroth. I can't think of the name of that one right now. But I know that's a popular bee vac. I just thought this Everything Bee Vac, when I first saw it at the North American Honeybee Expo, I thought it was really well designed. And the fact that it's portable, I think, is a game changer. So I'm going to use this today to vacuum up those bees that are underneath. There may be multiple options on how to recover that colony and get them into a permanent home. But I feel like the fact that there's a ton of drawn comb under there now and bees everywhere, and I'm sure there's food and there's brood, all stages of brood. I felt like that's my best option to be able to carefully remove that comb, keep some of the brood, secure it in empty frames with rubber bands, put that in the colony, because the fact that that colony is so established and has brood and comb already there, you can't do the usual tricks with a swarm where, you put maybe a Langstroth up close to it and watch the bees march in, or if you can get the queen, they're not going to leave that brood. So I think the best plan is to go ahead and vacuum them up into this Everything Bee Vac, put a new Langstroth out there. And then what I plan on doing is putting a new screen bottom board, because I don't know why it keeps happening to this one colony unless there's just a pheromone or a smell on that screen that the bees keep coming back to, or the queens keep coming underneath to. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But I'm going to try to use a different bottom board. So this is another reason why, a little sidebar here, I like these apiary bottom boards that are the pollen traps also, is because they have this landing board. And I feel like there's less of a chance for the queens to come underneath if you have this nice long landing board for the queens. So that's just a theory that I have. So I've got the top over here charging. Let me go grab it. It comes with a charger because the battery is built into the lid here. So let's do kind of a pseudo unboxing here, and let's show you what the Everything Bee Vac has. So first of all, it's the size of, I don't know, like a skinny 5-gallon bucket, a little bit taller. On the inside, it's got this little insert that you remove that has ventilation for the bees. Comes with a couple of tools. This is probably one I'll be using today that's designed specifically to be able to fit in between drawn comb. Comes with another shorter one. It's got a little strap in here. Can't remember what that goes to. And then it's got an extra fuse. And then it's got some chicken wire in there that gives the bees something to cling into when you suck them through here. So this was an extra add-on, this little backpack strap. So you can actually, if you're going to capture a swarm, you can put this on your back. And it does come with the little remote that you use that I'll get out here. It's in the pouch, the carrying pouch here. So that you can climb a ladder, and I'll probably use this when I go capture swarms, right? Because if it's easier to just, cut a limb off and shake them in, I may still do that rather than mess with the vacuum. But if they're like on a flat surface or like the side of a tree that you really can't shake them, or you got to use this stupid bee brush to try to get them off and you get stung 100 times, not a fan of that. This would really come in handy, right? So here's, I thought it was in here. Maybe it's in the front pouch. So this little pouch is just where you can keep stuff in. Yeah, so here's the remote control. You clip it on. It's got this little retractable Ethernet cord that plugs into here. Stretch it out. You can clip this onto your bee suit, like so. Plug it into the lid that has the built-in rechargeable battery, right? Put this in. Screw this on. I should probably unplug that before I screw it. And it's got a control right here to turn on and off, but this is the remote in case you have it on your back so that you can control not only on, off, but also the level of suction. So you can turn it on here. Right? Or you can turn it on here. And you can see I can adjust the level of suction with this control switch here. You want to use the lowest power that gets the job done, right? Because, vacuuming bees is not exactly easy on them, right? So you want to use the lowest power that gets the job done. And generally speaking, it doesn't harm the bees, but I'm not going to say, there's never an instance where it doesn't. So, but this is my plan for the day. And it comes with this nice hose. And very, very, very important characteristic of this hose is the inside is perfectly smooth. So it is not ribbed like a traditional vacuum hose. So the inside is smooth. So why is that important? So when the bees are going through, they can't cling on, right? They get inside the bucket. This is your adjustable shutoff valve here. It does have ventilation right here. So when you do close it and you have bees in here, you should keep the vacuum running on the lowest setting so that there's plenty of airflow inside this vacuum so that your bees don't suffocate. When it's open, obviously, this is when you hook up the hose and then hook up the other end to one of these attachments, vacuum your bees, pull the hose off, shut the gate door, keep the vacuum running on low, go transfer your bees into the length trough. Now, that could be the challenging part. I'm not sure the easiest way to get a bucket full of bees into a Langstroth. I may try to just turn it upside down, set it on top of the frames, and see if the bees, since their drawn comb will be in there that I've added, hopefully if I can salvage it, they may march right down from the bucket, and the queen hopefully right down from the bucket and go right into those frames where their brood is. I'm hoping that's what happens. And then I'll just leave it there for maybe 15, 20 minutes, wait for all of them to march down, and then try to shake the rest out. Just thinking about this out loud, that's going to be my strategy. If that doesn't work, I may just try to shake them out. And it could be hard to get the bees off of the chicken wire. But hopefully most of them get out. And then if I don't see the queen, maybe I'll smoke the rest of them out, get them flying in the air, That's my game plan anyway. So obviously this is the very first time I'm using this product, so I'm going to make mistakes. Many of you have commented on the What a Mess video, which has close to 250,000 views. Jason and I were clearly just fumbling around in that video. I've learned a lot since then. We were just trying to salvage that. Jason wasn't really interested in filming, as many of you have pointed out. He was there just to really help me with the bees. He wasn't as much concerned about filming for my YouTube channel. So I appreciated his help. Today I'm going to be tackling this by myself. I'm sure I'll make mistakes. Be nice, okay? Be kind, right? But I am excited to try this product. I bought it specifically because of this mess. I think this retails, it's not cheap, guys. I think this retails for $450 on his website. I bought this one from Meyer Bees. That was the cheapest retailer that carries this that I could find online. Maybe it was 400 or so, something like that. But if you take care of this, I think this is a product that can last you a lifetime, maybe longer. And it could be a hand-me-down to hopefully one of my kids that decides to take up this amazing hobby. So pretty neat design, pretty compact. The fact that it's portable is a game changer, absolute game changer. You don't have to drag out an extension cord or anything like that. I mean, think if you're out in one of your out yards or something where you have no electricity anywhere, you're going to have something portable. So anyway, man, I have been dreading this. I don't know why. I just don't want to mess with it. I know it's going to be a mess. It's going to take me a long time. So there's probably going to be parts of this video that you're not going to want to sit through. So I'll probably, speed things up through the magic of video editing so that you don't have to sit through the whole thing and watch me fumble around and vacuum thousands of bees. So, okay, let's get out there, and let's take a look at this. Today is Labor Day, September 2nd. And it's also my anniversary. So my very understanding and beautiful wife has allowed me to go out and play with bees on our anniversary. And when I'm done playing with bees, she's going to go out in our woods and try to find some natural chicory root. And she's been making jewelweed balm salves with my beeswax and some shea butter and some jewelweed that she found on our property. And I tell you, I got tagged a couple times on my finger, and I rubbed that on there, and it took the itching away like that. Mosquito bites took the itching away right away. So I don't know how she makes it or not, but it's really good stuff. So I've been putting jewelweed on bee stings and bug bites, and it's working great. So anyway, I digress. Let's go ahead and get out to the apiary, and let's give this Everything Bee Vac a trial run. Man, what a beautiful day. What a beautiful day, Lord. I tell you what is it, like 75 out here? Absolutely gorgeous. Now, it is a little breezy today, so the audio may be less than stellar. I apologize for that, but we got to get this mess cleaned up. Look at this. I'll show you guys real quick. Look at that. Isn't that incredible? I mean, they've really gone to town. In my laziness. Wouldn't that be awesome if the queen was just like right there and I could just grab her? Would that be like 1 in a million chance? Really awesome though, what they've built. So I'm gonna do my best to salvage what I can with that comb, but we gotta get all these bees out of here. And I'm gonna have to temporarily probably set that single off to the side here, and I'm gonna replace that bottom board because I just suspect there's some sort of pheromone or smell on it that the queens are attracted to. So, all right, time is finally here. Let's get her done. Now, first things first, we're gonna do a quick inspection in the top box because I know there's gonna be a couple comments down below, oh, well, I bet there's no queen in the top box. Okay, so uh, I'm just kidding, but we're gonna prove to everyone that there is. So that way, when we find the queen in the bottom, you guys are gonna know that there's a queen up top and a queen down below. So let's go ahead and let's do a quick inspection here of the upper box. Get my frustrating zipper to work. Jeez. Man, my guineas are being loud. We got a couple more guineas and several chickens. Some buff Orpingtons and some cinnamon queens and some black sex links. And so far the guineas have assimilated with the chickens, and they're staying with them instead of doing their own thing and taking off like guineas love to do. But they've been free roaming for about a week now. Been letting them out, and Lord willing, they're out here eating all the ticks and whatever else bugs. They haven't been over here to the bee yard, thankfully, but they've got the whole, we got the automatic chicken doors, and they go in the run and in the coop at night. Doors open, they come out, and they free range. So, they're not the smartest creatures, but they seem to have that figured out. So at least we have that going for us. Okay, enough chat. Let's get in here and see what we're looking at. Good grief, of course. Really don't want smoke in my face. All right. Get this Vivaldi board and these feeders off. It's probably going to end up being a pretty long video, so hopefully everybody's okay with that. No queen there. Okay. Get in here and see what's going on. A little bit of food there. Nothing on that frame. It's an empty frame. Let's see what we got going on here. Ooh, that one's heavy. That one's heavy. Some good honey on that one. Plenty of food. Plenty of food in this colony. Maybe not for the winter, but for now, they're good. I have not been feeding this colony sugar syrup. I just put that Vivaldi board on the other day. All right, Your Highness, where are you? Let's see if she's on this frame. Let's see if there's... Yep. Brood all over this frame. Young brood, too. So, bring it over here and show you on the camera. I don't know if we'll get the sun on it or not, but... You can see all the little C-shaped larvae in there. I don't see any eggs, but that's young larva right there. The right angle. There you go. Look down in there. See it? And a little bit of royal jelly. Okay. Let's keep looking here. Bees are bringing in lots of pollen. Lots of pollen. Real pretty yellow that I presume is either corn pollen or goldenrod. And the white pollen, the off-white pollen they're bringing in, I believe, is aster. Okay. It's not a great brood pattern, I'll be honest with you. Might need to do a mite check on these girls. Unless this might be this one frame might just be where the bees are recently emerging, and she's backfilling because I can see that she's laid eggs in this, see this pattern here? So it could just be emerging bees. And I don't see her on this frame. We'll keep looking. Beautiful day. Man, it's nice out here. Yeah, not a great laying pattern either. But I'm not seeing hygienic behavior where I see cells that have been reopened and you've got the pupa in there showing. So I'm not seeing that hygienic behavior, which a lot of times can be a sign of varroa issues. The bees are detecting something is wrong with the pupa underneath the capped cell, and they will uncap it, and sometimes they will pull the pupa out. Okay, I don't think she's on this one. Watch me not be able to find her. She's going to be like all shy and everything. I just saw her in here the other day when I was doing an inspection. Of course, there's signs of her everywhere. I think everyone would agree with that. I think she's marked in here. I think I marked her. I think she's got a green dot on her. Nope. No dice on that one. Try frame number 8. Well, she's still laying a lot. I mean, every single one of these frames has eggs and brood, open brood. Oh, there's a lot of pollen on this one. Come on, Your Highness. Where are you? Don't be shy. Eh. Yeah, food on this one. Gosh darn it. I seriously doubt she's on this one. Nope. Okay. One more time, real quick. See if she was on a sidewall and came back on a frame. Just going to scan real quick, go back through, but everybody saw the brood, and I'll even show you a frame of eggs here in case I can't find her. She's being shy. Bunch of pollen on this frame. Don't see her. Quickly go back through here. It's a nice day, so foragers should be out doing foraging type things. Let's see if there's eggs on this frame. The sunlight here. Yeah, there's eggs in the upper corner. I think there's a better frame though. I'll show you another frame that has eggs on it. I don't see her. She's got to be on this one, right? She's got to be. This would be the most logical frame that she would be on. Okay, but there's eggs on this frame, so we'll bring it over here. Yeah, there's eggs in that upper corner there. Ah, can't believe she's playing shy. Playing hard to spy. Okay, everybody see the eggs in there? Wait a minute, let me get the angle right. See the eggs right there? Eggs there? Here. Pull the bees out of the way. Should be, let me see. There are eggs up there? Gosh, it's hard to, without the sun shining on it. Hopefully you guys can see it on the video. There's eggs in there. Oh, go on. Get out of the way. There's one bee on the end here is trying to sting something. You know, it's trying to sting another bee or what? Oh, that's interesting. Well, here comes that wind. Take a look here with the sun. She's just not going to show herself, is she? Go figure. And it is windy. Last couple of frames here. These are a little jittery. Yeah, this frame is loaded with eggs and brood. She just went all over this frame. Should be eggs at the outer edges here. See all the larvae down here? Get the angle right. You can see it in there. Oh, she's just not going to show up. Oh, darn it. Usually they're not this evasive. She's not going to show up today. That's okay. We got bigger fish to fry. We got to get this mess cleaned up. Before I press my luck on my anniversary. Yeah, she's not going to be on here. Oh, well. Bummer. She just may be on a wall somewhere. She's not going to be on this ugly frame. Okay. All right. Let's get them buttoned back up here and fire this Everything Bee Vac up. Do I want to put the Vivaldi back on? Yes, I do. All right. They got plenty of food, but I'm going to keep feeding. They don't have enough food for winter, so we're going to keep feeding. There we go. Okay. All right, let's reposition the camera so you can get a better view of what I'm vacuuming, and let's get these girls cleaned up.